What's to become of Camelot?
Have faith, Princess. King Arthur will guide us. We'll find him. A Wight Dragon! Was it drawn here by the Princess Pendragon blood? Form up!
It's coming for me.
Get the princess away! Now! Sir!
Father.
Even Sir Bedivie's knights couldn't stop it! We are finished!
Kael, that dragon's worn down. Time to go finish it.
Me? The whole Royal Knights couldn't take it. I'm just a stable groom.
All that training for nothing? Then back to the stables. Shovel dung, cower while they spit on your mother. I won't stop you. No arguments.
Go. Fulfill your duty as King Arthur's son. Father.
Who's there?
He feels so familiar.
God!
What's that?
Let's go! Only Arthur's blood can summon the Crimson Dragon. I did it.
Could it be King Arthur's bloodline? Sir Bedivere! Whatever it takes, find him!
At once, Princess!
The Widow was only the beginning. Next time, without Kael of Camelot falls. You took his memory?
His power will soon rival Arthur in his prime. For an untested heart, that's a curse.
You can't hide it forever.
Until he draws Caliburn, he'll know the truth himself.
What happened? It feels like I killed a dragon?
Just a dying Wight Dragon. Anyone could have finished it. Nothing to brag about.
Master, am I good enough for the Round Table trials?
Ask your mother. Go if she permits.
Master!
That's for my warhorse. You touched it with your filthy hands. Now it's garbage.
I'll fetch fresher one, my lord.
You've got looks. No wonder you're a mare bred in the stables. Get away from her! Well, well. A groom lays hands on a prince. You know where the last man who touched me is buried?
Draw it. Go on. Draw it. And I won't just kill you. I'll have your mother charged with stealing royal feed. You know the penalty. Hand chocken off, dragged through the streets, then thrown in a dungeon.
By royal decree, everyone for the trials must register at the arena now! No entries after sunset! Lord Viserys, please come immediately.
You cowardly bastard. You better make the list.
You crossed the Pendragon, and you still dare enter the trials?
Yes.
You'll die! He'll kill you in front of everyone, legally!
Forgive me, Mother. I have to go.
You're just a stable boy. How dare you challenge a prince of House Pendragon?
I can't watch them trample you anymore, and I can't stay where she'll never see me. If I don't even dare to try, I don't deserve to be your son.
I already lost your father. Don't make me lose you too.
You won't. I swear. I'll come back alive.
Your father left it for you.
How'd he die?
He died for honor. Promise me you'll come back alive.
I swear, Mother. I swear.
Caliburn! Someone's summoning it! The one who can draw Caliburn. We finally find him!
I gotta join Round Table and change my destiny. This peasant thinks he can be a Round Table knight? Pathetic!
I can even smell his stench from here!
Name.
Kael.
That's it? Bloodline, father's name, house sigil?
He doesn't even know his father! Why not just make one up?
A dung-shoving groom with scrapped armor and a rusted blade dares enter the trials?
First trial tests bloodline. Tell me then, what do you have? Blood from a whore?
Shut up. Speak of my mother again, and I'll smash your teeth in.
Viserys! Why waste words on a groom? Silver Cloaks, seize him. Cut off his hands, deny him entry to the trials.
You have no right! Let go!
What's going on?
Your Highness, Princess!
Forgive the disturbance, Princess. Just dealing with a criminal who tried to sneak into the trials.
What are you waiting for? Princess, His Majesty's waiting.
Could it be him? Halt!
Princess! He dares draw steel before the royal family!
I just want to compete! Is that a crime?
No name, no house. What's he competing for?
Back to the stable with you.
Why do you have to compete?
My mother. She's been on her knees her whole life, stacking feed, having fingers trampled, being called a whore. If I don't even dare to win her honor, then I don't deserve to be her son.
Put his name on the register.
Princess!
Are you telling me what to do?
Princess, this man's origins are unclear. To add him so rashly...
Sir Bedwill! What were the founding ideals of the Round Table?
Equality. Fairness. Justice.
Exactly. Write his name. I didn't make the law, but if anyone wants to change it, let them ask King Arthur's Caliburn.
Kill him in the trials.
Under me. You'll die in the first trial. Pray your father is King Arthur.
You pushed him too fast.
We're out of time.
Calamity's coming.
Kael, draw Caliburn. Under the witness of King Arthur and Caliburn, the trials for the Round Table begin!
This feels like a dream.
In the kingdom of Eloria, the werewolves, foxes, tigers, and myrrh all lived under the Lycan King's rule. I was Leora Nightclaw, the Lycan King's only daughter. When I was 7, my father chose 4 heirs from the 4 great clans. They were raised in the palace as my future mate candidates. The kingdom called them the 4 Lords of Eloria. But none of them wanted me. When I came of age, I had to choose one of them as my mate. In my last life, I chose Cassian Thorn, the wolf I had loved since childhood. I thought my love could soften his coldness, but on my coronation night, he opened the palace gates for Seraphina Ashford. Her family dragged me from the throne. Cassian held me down himself, while Seraphina drove silver through my heart. I stared at him in disbelief. Only then did I understand. In his eyes, I had never been his mate. I was only the cage keeping him from Seraphina. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day my father asked me which of the 4 I wished to marry. Without hesitation, I said,
Father, I choose Rowan.
Roran Blackwood, the most unreliable man among the 4 lords, a playboy who never slept alone.
Laura, are you sure? Once the mating decree is sealed, there is no taking it back.
I knew that, but Cassian never wanted me. I would not hand him my life twice. Beyond him, marrying any of the others made no difference to me. I was the Lycan princess. I had duty, and I had burdens.
Dad, my mind is set. I will not regret this.
He sighed and pressed the royal seal beside Roran Blackwood's name.
In 3 days, I will announce to the kingdom that Roran of the Myrrh clan is to be your husband.
I nodded and left the king's chamber. The moment I walked out, 4 striking young men were already waiting in the corridor. They were my 4 mate candidates. Magnus Ironclaw of the Tiger clan was the first to speak.
Princess, we heard the king ask you to choose one of us. Who did you choose?
My eyes drifted to Cassian out of old habit. Tobias Vale, heir of the Fox clan, clapped Cassian on the shoulder.
Do you even need to ask? It's our Cassiel, of course. Everyone in this palace knows. The princess has been pining after Cassiel for years.
Cassian's face went cold as stone. His gaze meets mine, dark with resentment, bitterness, and defiance. For a heartbeat, I wanted to tell him I had not chosen him. Don't look at me like that. But I stopped myself. I had thrown myself at his ice-cold feet for years. Let him stew for a few days. When I said nothing, Magnus nudged me.
Come on, Leora. Don't keep us in suspension. Who is it?
I glanced at Roran. He stood silent, fanning himself lazily.
In 3 days, you will all know.
Roran caught my look. He arches a brow. I didn't say another word. I turned and walked back to my chambers. Tobias was not wrong. Everyone knew I had loved Cassian Thorn. But Cassian was proud. To him, rising through a woman was a disgrace. His heart had belonged to another all along. Every smile I offered him, he met with cold disdain. But what he had never understood was that my marriage was never just mine to decide. My father was ill. I was his only daughter. To stabilize the 4 great clans, my husband had to come from one of those 4, whether they wanted me or I wanted them. Lost in thought, I heard a voice call out behind me.
Leora, wait.
Is something wrong?
Cassian gave a stiff, formal bow.
My heart already belongs to another. I beg you not to choose me.
Cassian Thorn, you really thought I'd choose you, didn't you?
You are the princess. You have endless choices. Why force someone who doesn't want you?
Don't worry. I won't chase after you anymore. You're free to live your dreams and run away with your beloved.
Leora, what are you saying?
Just as I was about to tell him I had chosen Roran, someone rushed straight at me. She crashed into me and sent me sprawling to the ground.
Princess, forgive me. I didn't mean to. I swear. Please forgive me.
It was Seraphina. She came from one of the most powerful wolf bloodlines in the kingdom. Yet every time she saw me, she trembled like a rabbit before a hunter, even when I had done nothing to her. In my last life, I thought she was only pretending to be weak to win his pity. Now I knew every tear was part of the act. She kept slamming her forehead to the floor until it turned red.
Enough. It was nothing. There's no need for this.
I pushed myself off the ground and said nothing.
Princess, I deserve to die. Please, just forgive me this once.
Leora, she didn't mean to. If you bully the weak like this, how will you ever rule a kingdom? How will you earn anyone's loyalty?
Bully the weak?
Fine.
I'd show him what real cruelty looked like.
Remember this. That is bullying.
Cassian was too late to stop me. A red handprint blooms on Seraphina's cheek. His finger jabbed at me,
Leora!
shaking with rage.
You will address me as princess.
Cassian froze. He had never imagined I would raise a hand to him. After all, I had spent years adoring him. His jaw clenched, his fists curled until the knuckles cracked.
Fine. Well done, princess. Seraphina, let's go.
Cassian was not this cold to me from the start. When I was 7, I fell into a lake, and someone pulled me out. I'd always believed it was Cassian. After that, of all 4 mate candidates, he was the one I had held closest. He used to sit with me through my lessons. He defended me when the tutor scolded me. He took my punishments alongside me. Then we grew older. He learned what we were to each other. He was being raised to become my future husband. He couldn't accept that future. So slowly he pulled away from me. Only now did I understand. While I was clinging to a childhood memory, he and Seraphina had already chosen each other. No wonder every tear of hers mattered more to him than every wound of mine. If he ever found out I'd chosen Roran instead of him, he should have been relieved. The next day was Eloria's annual royal moon ceremony. My father's health was failing, so the right fell to me. The 4 mate candidates stood at my side. Cassian was still angry from the day before. He did not give me a single warm glance all morning. After the midday meal, I went into the back garden for a moment alone.
Cassian, I made these honey cakes for you. Try one. Tell me if they're good.
Seraphina laughed and brushed a crumb from his lip. I had no interest in watching the 2 of them together, so I turned to leave, and that was when figures in black burst from the shadows.
Who are you?
I am the High Princess of the Phoenix clan. I poured all my power into my childhood sweetheart Caspia, to be my husband and the next Dragon King. But in return, a blade plunges through my chest.
Caspian, why?
If you hadn't forced me to marry you, Isolith wouldn't have suffered.
He kicked me to the ground, holding his childhood sweetheart.
I only faked loving you, just to rip out your magical core for her.
Then he reaches into my chest bit and pulls out my magical core. Through fading eyes, I watch him place my core into Isolde's palm, like a gift. Just as I thought I was dead, the pain vanished. I snapped my eyes open, drenched in cold sweat.
Florence, have you decided who to marry?
That voice, the king. I was reborn back to the day I chose my husband. I look at my father and say,
Father, I think...
King!
Before I can finish, Caspian drops to his knees with a dramatic...
I know Florence loves me, but Isoleth is my only true love.
The crowd gasps. The king's face turns to stone. Everyone in this room knows what I represent. I am the Phoenix Princess. The only one. Isolde is just a little bird. During the Great War, eggs were lost. My parents brought Isolde back by mistake. Thought it was me. Until decades later, I returned home. My parents learned of her true identity, but my mother was kind and let her stay as a princess. Caspian's words didn't just insult me. His words as to humiliate the whole country. In an instant, the people in the palace began to whisper among themselves. His words just now insulted the entire kingdom. But Caspian isn't finished.
I know Florence can't live without me, so I'll be generous. I'll let her be my mistress. She should be grateful Isolde is kind enough to share.
How dare you! Isolde is nothing but a fake phoenix. How dare she compare herself to my daughter?
Hearing this, Caspian didn't calm down. Instead, he looked at me with resentment.
What are you waiting for?
Don't you want to marry me more than anything? Here's your chance. Just say yes. You've stolen so much from Isolette already. She's kind enough to let you share me with her. You should be on your knees thanking her.
I looked at him with a cold smile. New kings must survive the heavenly lightning to transform into dragons. Is the dragon bloodline weakened? Without a real Phoenix princess, no one would live through it. Phoenix's power purifies their blood, shields them from death. The princess doesn't just pick a king. She makes one. The king's palm slapped Caspian's face. Then he turned to me.
Florence, whatever you want to do with him, do it. Just don't let his stupidity drive you away.
Caspian staggers from the slap. Even in this situation, that arrogant face creeps back. He looks at me like he already knows what I'll say, like I'm a dog that will always come back. In my past life, this is where swallowed my pride, smiled through the pain and chose him. I gave him everything. My magic, my core, my life. Not this time. I lift my chin and look past him, as if he's not even there. I look at the king.
Father, I have already decided.
Now everyone looks at me, including Caspian. I step toward the king and take his hand. Slowly, I write a name in his hand. Then I lean close and use magic to whisper my plan directly into his mind. The king's eyes flicker. Then he nods.
Since you are so sure, I will arrange the wedding.
He turns to Caspian.
Do not go out before the wedding!
This is my last chance for you. Reflect on what you've done.
As ordered, Your Majesty.
A smug smile crawls across Caspian's face. His eyes say everything.
I knew she'd agree. She always does.
He thinks the wedding is for him. I don't correct him. I let my gaze drift to the far corner of the hall. A young man stands there, half hidden in shadow, sharp, quiet eyes, a pair of small black naga horns on his head, and he's looking at me. And the moment our eyes meet, he looks away. Then the king sends everyone away except him. They speak privately for a few minutes. When I leave the palace, Caspian is waiting outside, and Isolde is standing right beside him. Seeing me coming, they quickly stepped forward.
Thank you for letting us be together.
Isolde says softly. Her voice is sweet, practiced.
My parents would be so happy if they could see this.
My stomach turns.
Your parents.
Caspian cuts in before I can respond.
Why are you thanking her? I only want you. She should be thanking you for being generous enough to share me. If you had said no, I wouldn't even keep her as a mistress.
He strokes Isolde's hair when he speaks to her. His voice is warm, almost loving. In my past life, I never once heard that voice directed at me. Then he turns to me, and the warmth vanishes.
Isolette's parents died because of you. She lost everything, and yet she's still kind to you.
He says flatly.
The least you can do is give her something in compensation.
Isolde's parents? They were fake phoenixes. Lesser spirits who found me as a lost child and raised me as their own. They loved me. They fed me. They kept me warm through winters I couldn't survive alone. They died protecting me from a beast that attacked her. Their sacrifice is the reason the Phoenix clan found me. Their death gave me back my birthright. In my past life, I carried that guilt like chains. I gave Isolde everything she asked for because I believed I owed her. Until the day I died. That's when I learned the truth. Isolde lured that beast to our home. She sent it to kill me. And when her own parents got in the way, she let them die. She murdered her own parents just to get rid of me. Now this bitch still pretends to be harmless. I look at them both. I say nothing. Isolde tugs gently on Caspian's sleeve. Caspian pauses, as if remembering something.
Florence, there's one more thing.
I glance at him with pure contempt.
What?
Isolette's magic is weak. After the wedding, she'll be bullied by the other clans.
You gave her plenty of artifacts.
I reply coolly.
Who would dare bully her?
Every gift I ever gave him. He handed straight to Isolde without a second thought. He remembers this too, but there's not a shred of guilt on his face.
Artifacts are nothing compared to real power. I want to borrow your magical core.
Suddenly my brain explodes with a loud ring. His hands inside my chest, his fingers closing around my core and pulling. The memory hits me like a wall of fire. My vision goes red. Every nerve in my body screams,
Kill them! Kill them both! Right now!
My magic surges, but I force it down. I force myself to breathe. Death is too easy for them. Too quick. Too merciful. I look him dead in the eyes.
Do you know what losing a core means? I will lose all my magic! I could die!
Caspian doesn't even flinch.
We're about to be married. Why are you being so selfish about this? Give her the core. Now.
I stare at him. An invisible pressure radiates from my body like heat from a furnace. Isolde was knocked to the ground by the powerful magic power. Even Caspian took a few steps back. He half knelt on the ground, using all his strength to resist the pressure. Good. Be afraid. This couple of bitches are helpless in front of me.
Princess Florence.
A voice cuts through the tension. I turn.
The king sent me to find you.
It's him, the young man with black naga horns. He remained motionless under my magical pressure. Even his breathing rhythm was very steady. I release my magic, pull it back like sheathing a blade. The air returns to normal. I look at him and smile.
All right, let's go.
Wait!
His eyes lock onto the boy with pure, undisguised disgust.
What business does this lowborn have with you? What could a filthy Nago possibly have to say to the Phoenix Princess?
The boy doesn't care about Caspian. He just turns to me and leaving with me together.
Instead of worrying about who I talk to, you should be preparing for the trial in 5 days.
Trial? I am the strongest dragon candidate of this generation. I'll succeed even without your help.
I turn back looking at him.
We'll see.
The dragon trial opens once every 50 years. Every candidate who dreams of becoming a dragon must enter. They face the heavenly lightning that burns away their old form. If you endure it, you shed your scales and become a true dragon. One mistake, and you turn to ash. In my past life, I used my own life force magic to shield Caspian from 9 bolts at once. He became the first dragon in history to succeed on his first try. They called him a genius. A once-in-a-millennium king. They never knew it was my magic holding him together. My core cracking under the weight of his ambition. It took me 2 years to recover. The damage left a permanent scar on my cultivation, and he never even said thank you. Mentioning the trial shifts his focus immediately. His pride won't let him ignore it.
Just wait. In 5 days, you will come beg me to marry you.
I stay silent. Leaving out of the corner of my eye, I catch a flash of jealousy in Isolde's expression. She hides it quickly, but I saw it. They walk away together like the perfect couple. I turn to the boy standing quietly beside me.
Arthur.
He straightens instantly.
The king told you everything about the trial, so I need one honest answer. Are you here for power, or is there another reason?
He doesn't answer right away. Then he drops to his knees, both hands flat on the ground, forehead pressed to the earth.
I, Arthur, swear an oath to the heavens. If I ever betray you, in this life or any other, let me die the cruelest death imaginable.
The sky answers. Thunder rolls, shaking the air in my chest. A single bolt of lightning splits the clouds open, then silence. He used his magical core to seal it. This isn't words. This is his life, signed over to a promise. He stays, kneeling, waiting. I reach to the sun. A strong wave of magic shows. A phoenix royal pendant rests in my palm. I look at him. I haven't decided yet whether to give it to him. Something stirs in my chest. In my past life, I watched 100 men make promises to me. Sweet words, grand gestures. Not one of them made it. But this boy, this quiet, overlooked, low-born Naga, just bet his life on a single sentence. I released my hand, kneel down and tie it to his waist myself.
I believe you.
His eyes widen. His lips part, but no sound comes out. His hands are trembling. I pretend not to notice. I return to my palace as the sun begins to set. The moment I step through the gate, my little bird spirit comes running toward me.
Princess, come quickly! They're chopping your tree!
My blood goes cold. I look up and rush to the main courtyard, my sycamore. The tree I spent 10 years growing, 10 years of watering it, talking to it on lonely nights, watching it grow from a trembling sprout into something magnificent. It's been chopped down to the roots. The trunk lies on its side like a fallen body. Caspian stands beside the stump, arms crossed, without a trace of remorse. My mother gave me that tree the day I left the Phoenix realm. I was scared. I didn't want to leave home. I didn't want to live among dragons. She pressed a tiny seed into my palm and said,
"The sycamore is the home of the phoenix. Wherever you are in this world, wherever they send you, as long as this tree stands, you are home."
Now it's gone, destroyed in a single afternoon by a man who never loved me.
How dare you cut down my Sipafor!
My voice shakes with a fury so deep. Caspian doesn't even look at the stump.
It's just a tree. I cut it down. So what?
He gestures lazily to the empty space.
Isolde likes phoenix flowers.
He looks at me with those cold, commanding eyes.
From now on, you will only grow phoenix flowers here.
Let's get ready to begin.
This is one hell of a party. The mating ceremony for the Silver Moon Princess and their beta.
I heard Princess Lydia has loved Vincent for years. Tonight she finally gets her wish. They'll become mates.
Before the Silver Moon God, Princess Lydia and Beta Vincent shall mark one another, bite the neck, and seal your bond as mates. Till death do you part.
You forced Jade to marry the alpha of the Snow Wolf Pack, and now you're forcing me to mate with you. I hate you, Lydia. I will never love you.
Vincent! Come back!
Vincent and I are the two people who hate each other the most. He hates me for tearing him and Jade apart, and I hate that his heart will always belong to my stepsister. On the day my stepsister was sent to the Snow Wolf tribe, she was bled to break the tribe's curse, then devoured by a pack of wolves until nothing of her remained, not even bones. "8 years since then. Hatred was all there was between us. When the war with the Snow Wolves finally began, Vincent swore to avenge Jade, but the Snow Wolves were too strong, and soon the forest was filled with the corpses of our kin. Vincent, what are you doing?
I'm teleporting you out with my life. Consider it repayment for the years you loved me. But if there is a next life, leave me be with Jade.
No!
Vincent, I never imagined you would die to save me. If there truly is another life, I will never chase after you again. Wait, my mind reeling. I'm actually back to the day when I begged Father to make Vincent my mate. I've been reborn.
Lydia, the Snow Wolves demand a daughter of mine to mate with their alpha and lift the curse for them. If we say no, there will be a war we can't win. Are you still sure you are turning down the offer to marry Vincent?
Father, I've changed my mind. I will fulfill my duty and marry the Snow Wolf Alpha.
Haven't you always wanted to marry Vincent? What changed your mind? What are you planning?
I'm not planning anything. But I do have one condition.
What condition?
Keep it secret till the day of the mating ceremony. Sure, I have no problem with that. Consider it my repayment for Vincent in saving my life in our last life. It will also be the final chapter between us in this one.
Very well. In 5 days, the two of you will hold your mating ceremonies with your destined partners. I will have the preparations arranged.
Destined partners? My father has never cared about my happiness. Between Jade and me, he has always favored the daughter my stepmother gave him. It's him.
Alpha, please don't send Jade to marry into the Snow Wolf Pack.
Take him away.
No! Let me go!
Just like before, even in this life, he is still kneeling and pleading for Jade.
Why are you here?
Vincent, have you ever thought about something? If Jade doesn't go, then the one who must go is me.
As long as you don't interfere, I can lead the army and conquer the Snow Wolf Pack myself. Then neither of you will have to marry that brute.
Then I wish you will get what you wish for.
Haven't you always wanted to marry Vincent? What changed your mind? What are you planning?
I'm not planning anything. But I do have one condition.
What condition?
Keep it secret till the day of the mating ceremony. Sure, I have no problem with that. Consider it my repayment for Vincent in saving my life in our last life. It will also be the final chapter between us in this one.
Very well. In 5 days, the two of you will hold your mating ceremonies with your destined partners. I will have the preparations arranged.
Destined partners? My father has never cared about my happiness. Between Jade and me, he has always favored the daughter my stepmother gave him. It's him.
Alpha, please don't send Jade to marry into the Snow Wolf Pack.
Take him away.
No! Let me go!
Just like before, even in this life, he is still kneeling and pleading for Jade.
Why are you here?
Vincent, have you ever thought about something? If Jade doesn't go, then the one who must go is me.
As long as you don't interfere, I can lead the army and conquer the Snow Wolf Pack myself. Then neither of you will have to marry that brute.
Then I wish you will get what you wish for. When he sees Jade instead of me when the veil is lifted, he will be so happy. Vincent, you saved my life in our last life. In this one, I've repaid that debt. We are clear.
She used to always make a scene for this. Why is she so calm today?
Lydia, why did you have to send Jade to the Snow Wolf Pack? You let the Alpha to Yorter!
Vincent, let go! You're hurting me!
The Snow Wolf Pack has a blood feud with us. They have suffered under the curse from our ancestors for centuries. What do you think they will do to Jade once the curse is lifted? Is that what you want? You want your sister dead? Jealous, vicious woman like you doesn't deserve anyone's love! Do you really think forcing me to mate with you will make me submit? Dream on!
That look of hatred on his face. It's exactly the same as the day we turned our swords against each other in our last life.
Stop!
Vincent, don't forget your place.
I'm sorry. I've had too much to drink.
On the day of the mating ceremony, you will get what you want. Now please leave.
Let me take you to the witch doctor. She can treat your injury.
Lydia, don't be afraid!
After my mother died, Vincent always looked after me. He always protected me, even risking his own life.
As long as you're safe.
I fell for him and thought he was my savior.
Jade, are you all right?
Vincent! She's faking it! She attacked me first!
If you ever hurt Jade again, I will never forgive you.
After Jade appeared, I finally understood. Everything Vincent had done for me was only repayment for the kindness my mother once showed him. I mistook it for love and clung to that illusion for an entire lifetime. It's time to let go. There's no need.
She has never looked at me like this before. Why does it feel like she's become a completely different person today?
Vincent!
Vincent, what about the Wolfang charms you promised to make for me?
Right here.
Vincent, you're incredible!
Well, you must have made these for lots of people, right?
No. I only make them for people I care about.
It was my mother who taught Vincent the spell to enchant the charm. She used to make many charms to protect me. After her death, Vincent took her place.
You are not making charms for her!
That's enough. How long are you going to keep bullying Jade?
Vincent, have you forgotten? My mother died because of Jade's mother. In the present, Jade glanced deliberately toward me with a provocative smile. Jade doesn't even like those charms. This is just her way to provoke me. My hands clenched into fists. Why did Lydia leave? Is she mad at me? Vincent, you despise me so much. Don't worry. In 3 days, you and I will never have to see each other again for good. It was my mother who taught Vincent the spell to enchant the charm. She used to make many charms to protect me. After her death, Vincent took her place.
You are not making charms for her.
That's enough. How long are you going to keep bullying Jade?
Vincent, have you forgotten? My mother died because of Jade's mother. In the present, Jade glanced deliberately toward me with a provocative smile. Jade doesn't even like those charms. This is just her way to provoke me. My hands clenched into fists.
Why did Lydia leave? Is she mad at me?
Vincent, you despise me so much. Don't worry. In 3 days, you and I will never have to see each other again for good.
After tonight's farewell banquet, you'll be sent to marry our enemy, the brutal Snow Wolf King. And as your sister, all Lydia cares about is her marriage with Vincent. She's even forcing him to mate with her. She's ridiculous. Jade, we'll miss you so much.
I am a princess of the Silver Moon Pack. The pack must come before my personal feelings. If the marriage can put a stop to the bloodshed between us, then it shall be done.
You've got such a big heart. How can Lydia miss out on your farewell party? This is outrageous. Maybe she doesn't deserve to be the princess of Silver Moon Pack after all. Talking behind my back?
Who are you to judge me?
Sister, I know you decided to take my place and go to the Snow Wolf Pack instead, but that was your own choice. I never forced you.
Enough! I thought you were only a bit childish. But this is too much. You are pure evil. You almost killed Jade. And for what? If your mother were still alive, she would be utterly ashamed to see what you've become.
Vincent, in our past life, during the 10 years of marriage, we argued many times over Jade, yet never truly hurt each other. But this time...
Lydia, what's wrong with you?
You have no right to speak about my mother.
Lydia.
Vincent,
Lydia, you're already going to marry our enemy and walk to your own death, yet you're still trying to steal Vincent from me. In our previous life, Vince never came to see me on his own. Even when I was gravely ill, he only sent someone to summon a healer. He avoided me as if I were a plague. Why are you here?
I'm sorry, I lost my temper.
There's no need for apologies between us anymore. Leave. Vincent, you will be free very soon. In just a few days, you will finally marry the woman you have loved through both lifetimes. After that, you will never have to see me again. And I will never have to suffer for you anymore. Since that night, Vincent has stood outside my door for 2 days and nights, but I haven't let him in.
Lydia, I will marry you. I will spend the rest of my life making up for what I did to hurt you. I swear it in the name of the goddess of the moon.
He has no idea. Tomorrow I will take my sister's place and marry the Snow Wolf Alpha. I will mate with our enemy, with little chance to survive. The woman he will marry is Jade. By now, Vincent has probably received the surprise I left for him. Vincent, what I owed you from our last life has been repaid.
Lydia Langford, you no longer belong to the forest. Come with us.
Vincent, What is he doing here? Since that night, Vincent has stood outside my door for 2 days and nights, but I haven't let him in.
Lydia, I will marry you. I will spend the rest of my life making up for what I did to hurt you. I swear it in the name of the goddess of the moon.
He has no idea. Tomorrow I will take my sister's place and marry the Snow Wolf Alpha. I will mate with our enemy, with little chance to survive. The woman he will marry is Jade. By now, Vincent has probably received the surprise I left for him. Vincent, what I owed you from our last life has been repaid.
Lydia Langford, you no longer belong to the forest. Come with us.
Vincent, what is he doing here?
Vincent Armand, one more step, and the Snow Wolf army will charge into your land and tear your clan apart.
Let me escort you. Are you mad at me for marrying your sister?
So he thinks I'm Jade, and he got here early for her. Guess the big surprise hasn't reached him yet.
But this is a debt I owe her. I owe it to her mother. I had no other choice. Jade, forgive me, please. I'm sorry I couldn't stop this marriage. But one day I will lead an army, crush the Snow Wolf pack, and bring you back safe and unharmed. Believe me.
Vincent Armand, back away now, or your life ends here.
Take me.
Jade! Jade!
Julian gave me this card.
Frozen?
He insisted I use his card for my birthday. I was so touched. But now he was gone. He'd ignored of my calls.
Mrs. Pierce, do you have another card? You know, we don't run tags here. You remember what happened last month, don't you?
Last month, Julian's secretary had run up a huge bill on his card. I'd frozen hers. A terrible realization hit me. Was this Julian's revenge for her? Leather shoes clicked at the entrance. Julian's arm wrapped tightly around Amelia. A crowd of socialites followed behind. She was smirking at me.
You love watching people unable to pay, don't you? Well, now you get to experience it yourself. How are you going to pay when you can't?
I heard she grew up poor and only caught Mr. Pierce's eye by luck. Now her husband brings his new girl to watch her get humiliated.
This is what you get when you sleep your way to the top just for being pretty.
How long does a woman's youth really last? Once a billionaire finds a younger toy, her luxury days end.
Just as I thought, it was a trap. To avenge his little secretary.
Don't worry, Amelia. However Serena humiliated you, I'll make her pay 10 times over.
Thank you, Julian.
She grabbed an expensive red wine bottle and smashed it at my feet.
You useless bitch! Julian's paying for me now. I can smash all I want. But you? You're done.
Don't glare like you want to kill me. If you have money, just pay and leave. Anyone who helps Serena pays the price. They go against me, against the Pierce family.
Mr. Pierce means business. He loves his secretary more than his wife.
I thought it was just an he means it. With his threat, who dare help her?
I snapped.
Julian Pierce! Are you really humiliating me over this cheap trat?
Julian scoffed. He slapped me hard across the face.
That's right.
I stared at him, utterly stunned. He pulled out a handkerchief, wiped the hand he'd just used to slap me. 3 years of marriage. We were called the perfect couple. Once, he'd chased me endlessly. At our wedding, he swore loyalty, promised never to betray me. Look at us now. 3 years, all vows, all memories, torn to shreds by his cold cruelty. Just like they said, you're nothing but a pretty face married to money, no dignity at all.
You knew how much I dole on my secretary. But you still pushed your luck. You clearly don't know your place. Serena,
If you can't pay this bill today, I'll have the manager strip you naked and throw you out.
Mr. Pierce is ruthless, stripping his own wife just for his new
She won't be
girl.
his wife much longer. After tonight, she's nobody.
Let's shut up and watch the show.
My face burned. I had no money, only the haute couture dress I was wearing. Even worse, my phone was dead. Then I realized Julian planned every detail of this trap.
It's getting late, Serena. The restaurant wants payment so they can close. Don't tell me you have no money. Oh, what are you going to do? If you can't pay, they'll hold you. Just like you did to me.
Amelia pulled out a slim cigarette and lit it. She blew smoke right into my face. Looking at her arrogant expression, I raised my hand to slap her.
Serena, stop it right now!
Julian quickly ordered his bodyguards and shoved me hard to the ground. I glared at him, eyes red with rage.
What? So you can hurt others, but they can't fight back?
The Pierce Group's rise. 3 years, almost vertical. Everyone called it Julian's genius. No one knew about the calls I'd made, the doors I'd opened. Even the city's underworld had given the Pierces a wide berth. I am the sole heir to the Sinclair family, the most powerful of the East Coast 4 legacy families. I gave you your chance, Julian. Now, time to collect some interest. I never expected a man's heart could change so fast.
Julian, are you really going to make me leave this restaurant in shame?
Of course. Do you think I did all this for nothing?
Amelia stepped forward, punched me hard in the face.
You have no right to freeze my card. Either you get locked up for the bill, or you lose everything you have. One way you keep your dignity, the other way, you don't. Hurry up and choose. I can't wait.
I clenched my fists and looked at Julian. All love in my eyes turned to cold ice.
Fine. If this is what you want, the Pierce family's bankruptcy is all on you. Has she lost her mind? Does she think she's some hidden billionaire?
She's gone crazy.
Julian glared at me in disgust. He picked up a plate and threw it at me.
Stop talking nonsense. Bankrupt my family? Are you even worthy? You should worry about surviving tonight. Manager!
In my last life, my sister and I were sent to the god realm to marry gods. My older sister married Leon, the god of fire. She gave birth to a griffin and helped him become the High King. I married Chiron, the god of water, but I couldn't give birth to a child. Chiron lost the throne to Leon and took his anger out on me. He tore my soul core apart and crushed the baby spirit inside me. When I opened my eyes again, I was back at the wedding selection day. This time, Chiron tried everything to please my sister and successfully married her. He thinks she will give him a griffin so he can take the throne, but he doesn't know that I carry the holy fire bloodline. Only by joining with the god of fire can I give birth to the legendary phoenix. On the day of the selection, the god realm was shining with light. It was a grand celebration, but for me, a lowly elf princess, it felt like a funeral. I stood in line with other princesses, looking up at the gods who looked down on us.
Trion is so handsome and perfect. Marrying the gentle Trion is a dream, not like that angry Leon.
Beside me, my sister Leah heard this. She looked at Chiron and blushed. In my last life, I thought the same thing. I was born to a lowly concubine. I was only chosen because I inherited my mother's beauty. Chiron chose me, and everyone envied me. My sister, the noble princess, always loved Chiron, but she was forced to marry Leon instead. At first, life was wonderful. Chiron was gentle and caring, just like the legend said. I thought I had finally found happiness, but it was actually the start of hell. Everything changed 1 year later. My sister became pregnant and gave birth to a rare griffin. The High King was so happy that he started favoring Leon, but my belly remained empty. Slowly, Chiron changed. He became impatient. He forced me to take banned drugs just to produce a child. But he is the god of water, and I am an elf of fire. Our powers clashed. For 100 years, I suffered through forbidden magic, but I could not get pregnant. Finally, the High King couldn't wait anymore. He named Leon the heir and gave him the throne. That same day, Chiron came home full of rage. He tore my soul core and crushed my unborn child. I saw the spirit of my baby for 1 second. With my last breath, I grabbed his robe and begged,
Please, I don't care if I die, but save our child.
Chiron kicked me away and held the baby's spirit in his hand.
Leon is king now. This brag is useless. Both of you die.
He crushed my child right in front of my eyes. My poor baby never got to open its eyes before being killed by its own father. My soul vanished along with my child. I never expected to be reborn on the day of the selection. Hatred made my fingers cold as I looked at Chiron, but I noticed something strange. This time, he was staring at my plain-looking sister. I realized it instantly. He was reborn too.
Gods, you may choose your partners.
The High King announced the start of the ceremony. In my last life, Chiron was the first to choose. He walked straight to me and picked me instantly. But this time, he walked straight to my sister Leah.
Father, I wish to marry Princess Leah of the Elf clan.
Chiron, are you sure?
Yes, father. My mind is made up.
My sister was overjoyed. She grabbed Chiron's hand. Only then did Chiron turn to look at me, as if by accident. His eyes were like a knife stabbing deep into my heart. Suddenly, a warm hand grabbed my wrist. I turned around and looked into a pair of dark, ink-colored eyes. He held my wrist high and announced to everyone,
I want her.
No one expected Leon, the proud god of fire, to choose me. Chiron's face darkened.
Leon, don't say I didn't warn you. Choosing such a weak elf princess as your wife will only lead to regret later.
My chest tightened, and I wanted to speak. But Leon's hand slid down and gripped mine firmly.
Chiron, worry about your own partner and stay out of my business. I like this elf girl. Whether she is weak or her aura damaged, I find her charming. I'm taking her.
My heart skipped a beat. No one had ever chosen me so firmly. Everyone else was stunned too. Then, the queen laughed behind her hand, breaking the awkward silence.
Leon has always been like this. If he likes her, let them be together.
Leon was the favorite child, and the king and queen spoiled him deeply. Beside us, Chiron glared at me and let out a cold laugh.
Leon, who would want such a useless piece of trap? In less than 100 years, you'll hate her. I'll be waiting to see the day you cry in regret.
We were supposed to bind our souls at the temple of the Allfather that day, but my betrothed threw me out of the sacred grounds, then walked in with his childhood sweetheart instead. He looked at me like it was nothing.
Ingrid's child needs a father, so she could stay in the clan. Once we sever the blood oath, I'll come back and bind with you.
Everyone thought I'd swallow my pride and wait until the next moon. After all, I'd already waited for 7 years. But that night, I took a ship across the western fjords for an arranged marriage. I vanished from his world completely. 3 years later, my husband and I flew our dragons back to the mainland for a grand ancestral blot. My husband had an urgent border skirmish to attend to, so he sent a beast and a handler to escort me. I walked out of the dragon docks. I walked into the arrival's courtyard and saw a warrior holding a parchment bearing my runic crest. I walked over and froze. Holding the parchment was my ex-betrothal, Soren. He was craning his neck, looking past me at the incoming Wightens. He had Ingrid with him, and half his old raiding party. One of the warriors nudged him.
Soren, isn't that your clinging admirer? That's Astrid?
Soren looked at me. He looked surprised for a split second. Then he smirked.
I told you all long ago. I knew she'd call back.
The whole raiding party burst out laughing.
Astrid vanished without a trace. Now she sees Sorden has plundered gold. She probably cries herself to sleep every night.
One of them looked me up and down.
Astrid, if you're here to see Sorden, why show up in plain wool? Couldn't you at least paint your face with war colors? Without Sorden, you can't even barter for a nice cloak. Pathetic.
It was true. I used to spend hours getting ready for Seddon. Full braided hair, clan paints, fitted leathers and furs. Always making sure I looked perfect for him. But I didn't need to do that anymore, because I'm pregnant. And my husband refused to let me ride uncomfortably. He banned heavy chainmail, and had this plain toque spun by the light elves of Alfheim just for me. Listening to them mock me, it suddenly clicked. They only read the ruse on the garrison's dispatch. They had no idea the noble they were picking up was me. Since I wasn't saying anything, an old mutual friend stepped in, trying to play peacemaker.
Astrid, glad to see you back. Solon actually spent years looking for you. He has been asking about you everywhere.
Solon's smug smile stiffened. He cleared his throat and acted casually.
Ingrid's kid starts shield training next week. From now on, you're getting him to the training grounds.
He was still so incredibly arrogant. But I wasn't that naive little girl anymore. Looking at him now, I just felt exhausted and disgusted. I didn't want to waste another second on them. I was just about to tell them exactly who I was, but Ingrid beat me to it.
Astrid, please don't be mad at Soren. He's just trying to take care of you.
You disappeared for 3 winters.
What kind of shady taverns have you been staying at? Look at you. Solon wanted to make you his personal scribe, but clearly you're not a fit. Don't worry. Being my thrall is an honor. No one will look down on you.
3 years apart, she's still as arrogant as ever. She still makes me cringe. Soren saw my scowl and thought I was just jealous. His eyes flashed with triumph.
All right, Astrid, drop the attitude. You clearly can't survive out in the wilds. So hold your temper, take care of the kid, and learn your place. Don't worry, I got a perfect cot for you, just in the dragon pens.
The whole group howled with laughter.
By Thor, Astrid, show some appreciation. He's giving you free meat and mead. Isn't it better than wherever you're living now?
Ingrid touched her gold-forged earring, putting on an affected tone. Don't you worry, dear. If my son acts up, I'll make sure he still behave. He won't let it out on you, I promise. Solon let out a cold laugh and shot me a glance.
Why's that? She was always so stubborn, ran away over a tiny little misunderstanding. If she hit rock bottom out there, she deserves to suffer a little.
Hearing that, my heart actually skipped a beat. After 3 years, he still thought ditching me at the temple of the All-Father for Ingrid was just a tiny little misunderstanding. Soren, the one I had fallen in love with, was gone. He wasn't the boy who carried me across the frozen tundra, ignoring his own bleeding frostbite. He wasn't the broken youth who promised me the 9 realms. He wasn't the warrior who, despite all his glory and spoils, was still willing to do game for me. But whatever, it was all in the past. None of it mattered anymore. Besides, I'm about to give birth to my second child. Pushed my feelings down. I didn't want to argue with them. It was pointless.
Aren't you here to guide me to the keep? Let's go.
They exchanged looks. Then they burst out laughing.
Guide you?
What a joke. She pointed at the runic parchment. Read it carefully.
We are waiting for Lady Varg. Do you even know who that is?
Varg was my new name. Of course I knew.
Lady Varg is the matriarch of the Black Dragon clan. She is the actual wife of High Jarl Gulder Varg. Gulder Varg is a ruthless warlord, but he's completely obsessed with his wife.
I heard he stayed solitary for years, just waiting for her.
Everyone in the realm knows the rule.
Don't try to kiss up to Gondar, kiss up to Lady Varg. She is his entire world.
Listening to them gossip about my marriage, I couldn't help it.
To win his wife's heart, Goran Varg bartered with the dwarves of Svartalfard for a custom arm ring. It's called the Tear of Yggdrasil. It cost 20 chests of gold.
Lady Varg is literally the most envied woman in Midlad. Her eyes darted down to my wrist. She let out a sharp gasp.
That's the exact same arm!
It's a pretty good fake. Which broke stable boy bought this for you? Buying you a cheap iron knockoff. Absolute trash.
I snatched my hand back and gently rubbed the arm ring on my wrist. I smirked, seeing my happy, unfazed smile. Soren's eyes narrowed in pure rage. He lunged forward. He grabbed my wrist with a crushing grip and violently ripped the arm ring off my arm. Ingrid eagerly stepped forward. She snatched the arm ring from Solen's hand and started playing with it.
Look, a high-quality fake. Way better than the replica I bought from that merchant. But I'd never actually wear mine in the Great Hall. How embarrassing.
These foreign knockoffs are more detailed. The weight actually feels real. She gave me a mocking, sickly sweet smile.
Or what, Astria? Are you saying you're the real Lady Varg?
Are you the legendary warlord's wife? The second she said it, the raiding party erupted into hysterical laughter. Gunnan Varg was a feared conqueror. He was ruthless and unstoppable. And 3 years ago, I was just a pathetic nobody, the loser who got dumped at the temple. Ingrid spun the priceless arm ring around her finger.
Astrid, sell this fake to me.
I'll pay you double. I panicked, terrified she was going to drop it.
Give that back right now! Gunnar gave that to me!
Shut your mouth!
Soren glared at me like I was insane.
Astrid, have you gone mad? How dare you just drop Lord Varg's name like that? Are you trying to get me sent to Valhalla early?
His warrior buddies stared at me with pure rage.
Do you have any idea how hard we fought for this escort duty? Gunnar Varg conquered Soren's clan last harvest. Our entire livelihood depends on him now.
The only way Soren keeps his commander spot is if we impress Lady Varg. And you're out here spreading psychotic rumors that you know the High Jarl?
Are you trying to ruin Solen's honor?
My stare must have been dead cold because Soren frowned. A flicker of genuine panic flashed across his eyes.
You ungrateful rat! Solen was kind enough to offer you a roof to survive. Don't push it. I know you're bitter about the past, but trying to sabotage his command out of petty revenge? That's sick.
Sora shook his head in disgust.
You're such a jealous shrew.
But this time, he didn't keep screaming at me. He went quiet for a second, then he pulled out a heavy pouch from his belt. He tossed a bag of pure silver pieces right at my chest.
For the sake of our past bond, I'll let this slide. Take the silver. Go get some decent cloaks. If you really don't want to tend the pens for Ingrid's kid, I'll have you sent to the kitchens next week.
Watching him play the generous savior made my stomach turn. The whole group watched me, waiting for me to grovel and take the pouch. Instead, I kicked it away. I reached over.
No thank you, Commander. Seems like you need it more than I do.
Soren's face turned bright red. I ignored him and turned to walk away. But I barely made it 2 steps before he grabbed my arm.
Astrid! What is your problem?
Commander? What do you mean? I pulled my arm free. We broke our oaths 3 years ago.
It's better if we keep our distance. I wouldn't want anyone to get the wrong idea.
I was thinking about my fiercely loyal, slightly jealous Dragon Lord husband, but Solern glanced over at Ingrid. He looked like he had it all figured out.
The Jarls are hosting a great solstice feast for Lord Varg in 3 days. I was actually planning to bring you to my table, to let you experience true grand ceremony, but you'd need to buy a decent dress. I can't have you embarrassing me.
I cut him off immediately. With all respect, I really don't need it. Hearing me reject him again, Solon grew annoyed. He was grinding his teeth.
Astrid, you've grown a spine, haven't you? It's true what they say. The poorer you get, the bigger your attitude.
Fine! If you don't want to go, forget it!
I'll take Ingrid.
Hearing that she got to attend the High Jar's feast, Ingrid's eyes lit up.
Solon, I promise I'll be perfect. I absolutely won't embarrass you.
I was so incredibly done with them. I turned around and strode away, but I tossed one last look over my shoulder. I'm looking forward to seeing you both in 3 days. I practically sprinted out of the courtyard, hitting the crisp, freezing air outside, finally pushing down the nauseous churning in my stomach. My mind flashed back to 3 years ago. My clan had been pressuring me into an arranged marriage across the sea. I fought them on it. I begged Sudan, my betrothed of 7 years, to just run away with me into the forests, to swear oaths and be together forever. But when I showed up at the temple of the All-Father, he brought Ingrid. He told me her child needed a father under clan law. He told me he'd sever the tie to her in a moon's time and bond with me then. He told me not to overthink it. Watching him hold her hand and walk up to the altar, I realized what a fool I've been. I sailed across the western fjords for a blind arrangement that very night. A moon later, I married Gunnar Varg. A year later, we had our firstborn. And now, I'm pregnant with our second. Honestly, if it wasn't for Guller's ancestral blot, I definitely wouldn't have seen Soren ever again. 3 days later, I showed up to the Great Solstice Feast alone, wearing light face paint and my custom Ellen-spun tunic. The second Soren saw me, his eyes lit up. A smug smirk spread across his face.
You said you didn't want to come, but here you are.
Listen, if you want me back, you need to at least dress the part to match my new status.
I brushed off his arrogance and tried to pass him. He stopped me angrily after just 2 steps.
Astrid! I'm talking to you. Our seats are right here.
Where do you think you're going?
I shook his hand off. Those are your seats. Mine is over there. I pointed straight at the High Jar's carved oak table. Soren's face instantly darkened. Ingrid shot me a venomous glare. She pointed directly at my wrist and yelled at the top of her lungs.
Astrid, how did you sneak in here? Are you here to ruin everything? How dare you wear that arm ring?
Her screeching made the entire mead hall turn to look at us. People immediately started whispering.
Wait, is that the tear of Yggdrasil? Lord Varg forged that for his wife. Tonight is Lady Varg's first public appearance. Is this girl trying to mock the High Jarl's wife? She sneaked past the guards. Is she trying to humiliate us in front of Lord Varg?
One of the elder warriors turned to Soren.
Commander, is this young lady of your clan?
Soren saw that I wasn't even looking at him. He adjusted his expensive fur cloak and said coldly,
No, I don't know her.
Hearing that, Ingrid looked completely thrilled. She lifted her chin and sneered at me.
Take that fake arm ring off and get out.